So, hi, I'm Marina,
I'm Michelle.
and we're the Flippin' Gals. We started reselling back in late 2018, and we have full-time jobs.
Mhm.
I'm a part-time teacher, but it's basically like a full-time job. And we decided to take it seriously this year into 2020. So, it was a little bit discouraging at first when the whole pandemic thing became real, and we were busy with our secular jobs for 1 month, and we neglected our reselling business, and that did take a little bit of a toll, but we've been back since then. We realized at some point things need to change. I'm sure everyone now, we understand that, and we know it's going to be a couple years before things go back to normal, if they ever fully do. Hello, Primetime FBA. How you doing? Thanks for joining us today. Drop below in the comments, like, where are you guys from? We're from Southern California, Los Angeles area, and let us know which platforms you guys are currently selling on.
Hi, Shop Like a Boss.
We're selling on
eBay, OfferUp, Etsy, Mercari, Poshmark, and Shopify.
Yeah, and we also sell on Amazon. So those are the places that we sell on, but we had a lot of questions about OfferUp the last couple weeks, so we wanted to kind of just, touch base. Oh, sweet. Go teachers.
She's a teacher too.
Yeah, I just said that. That's what she, yeah. Oh. But anyway, that's awesome. How are things going with you as a teacher, full-time teacher from Virginia? Never tried OfferUp. Yeah, so it's surprising the opportunities OfferUp has for us in the United States. It happens to be the largest in-person selling platform where you can meet people and exchange things. And so for us, it was our number 2 highest form of revenue in 2019. Isn't that so interesting?
Yeah. So a little bit about OfferUp. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with Craigslist. OfferUp basically is an app that allows you to buy and sell items locally, and also, you could ship your items as well. So then a lot of people are thinking about, big items like furnitures and plants and just big items that they sell on OfferUp. But actually, you could sell pretty much everything on OfferUp. It is currently an app only, so you can't upload the images on the computer. And so you have to use the app.
Yeah, which in a way makes it super easy to use because you just use your phone, take a picture, and upload it. It's really easy to list stuff on there. We have a question that says, are you sourcing there as well? We have been sourcing. We've been doing online arbitrage, which is you buy things brand new from retail stores at a discount. We did a little bit of that, but to be honest, before all of this happened, we had a sourcing routine. So we would source every single week, even if we had a lot of inventory, because our reasoning behind that was that some days we would go sourcing and we wouldn't find anything to sell that was valuable. So to make up for those days, we made sure that we went every single week, even if we didn't really need to. So that's been a blessing for us now because we've been able to choose items from there, and we've been able to continue to sell things online. So, and we also have like a little sticker at the bottom of the screen. If you click on that, you can enter questions. The cool thing about putting your questions or comments there is that we can display them for everyone to see a little bit clearer and larger. So we wanted to share first off what we have sold so far in 2020 on OfferUp.
Yeah. So 2020, this is January through March and April, and so this includes the time when people are ordered to stay at home. So we've been selling a lot of board games during this month and the last month. Board games, puzzles are all super popular. A lot of people are searching those online. We sold all our vintage TV with the VHS player, and we sold all our VHS players.
Those went immediately, and I know right now, just from watching other resellers, that you can still buy these. You could go to Facebook Marketplace, you could even go on OfferUp. There's an app called Nextdoor that you can still be buying all these electronics to go and flip at a pretty high margin.
And then in addition to that, we've sold some home decor. We had these mirrors from Pier 1 that we didn't use, and actually a real estate agent bought it to stage her home. So a lot of people use furniture to stage their homes, but obviously they don't want to spend too much money. So OfferUp is another tool for them.
Yeah, we sold equally like a house decor plant. Anything that's for home decor sells like hotcakes.
Yeah.
So we wanted to talk about some other items that have sold well for us on OfferUp, not including just in 2020, because of course, like with everything that's happening, trends change, and we are going to talk about that as well. But let's touch on a few other things we've sold on OfferUp.
So more board games. We've sold plush toys on OfferUp. We've sold vintage collectible cars. We've sold a blender, the home appliances. We've sold a painting. We have sold some jerseys, some clothing items, and a drum set.
Yeah, I mean, definitely we've sold much more than just those items. But collectibles are extremely popular. We sold a lot of die-cast collectible cars, and we sold a lot of bar mirrors that were very vintage. Vintage sells well. We've sold collectible antique clocks on there. So I think OfferUp has, your local people, but also an older audience as well. A lot of men have purchased from us on OfferUp.
Mostly men, actually.
I don't know if that's a coincidence, but that's been our experience. Is this the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've done some research, and we found out that since the beginning of March, these are the searches that people look for on OfferUp. Puzzles searches went up 1,000% again. People are bored at home. They have nothing to do, so they want to spend most of their time on doing board games and puzzles. Swimming pools, I think they like those little, like kiddie pool. We actually sold one on OfferUp. It's ones where you put in your backyard to entertain your kids. Water table, swing set, playground, and iPad. So as you could tell, a lot of these items are focused on kids, as I think parents are having a hard time keeping their kids busy.
Yeah, but did we get this from the study of kids, or is this like all of OfferUp?
This is all off.
This is not the study of kids? Okay.
No.
Because we also read a study about, children and sales, so we wanted to touch on that. But yeah, this makes sense. Actually, puzzles would be too hard for children to do.
And the top three baby and kids spending categories during coronavirus.
Sorry, is this the right slide?
No.
Why don't you choose it? Because you put it together. Yeah.
Sorry. Right. So we do want to talk about the during the pandemic, what are the best items to sell. So according to the study, 39 parents, they would buy baby and kids items.
39%.
Yeah, 39%.
But this study specifically that we're showing you is about kids items on OfferUp. So OfferUp did a study for whatever reason specifically on children's items, and this is what they found.
Yes. And 70% of parents, they say they find it hard to keep their kids entertained during the pandemic. And 61% of parents report that educating their children are extremely important and also difficult. So they're always looking to find ways to keep their kids busy, keep their kids entertained. And I feel like they're running out of things to find right now.
Yeah, so okay, so what's the next one? You can choose it because you're the one that put it together.
So it's a little bit out of order. So going back to the shipping prices. This is the shipping. So I'm sorry, guys. So shipping versus local pickup. OfferUp if you're selling a big item, obviously you want to do local pickup. However, shipping is actually not a bad idea. We have sold a really big painting, through shipping, and the cost to ship that painting was $13. So it's very, very affordable if you want to do shipping. 10 to 20 pounds is $13, and then I believe 7 to 10 pounds is $10, and then you keep going down to $3. So definitely, if you haven't used OfferUp, it's a really great platform to sell just about anything. I would consider prioritizing bigger items and then collectibles and then clothing last, because clothing is it's a little bit harder for people to search on OfferUp because of how they build their platform, because they're not really like, it's by category, but the user experience is not as user friendly as the other apps.
So what are you talking about? Like, it's hard for people to find stuff to buy on OfferUp? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because they don't really like categorize it. It's usually through visuals, through pictures. So you could do a search, but it'll still pop up. But I would prioritize bigger items like furniture, home decor will sell, board games will sell, kids items will sell.
Yeah, I mean, because this is like a local type app, I want to say 80% of our sales are local pickups, and very few are they through mail. But again, if I would push mail because it's super cheap to mail things on OfferUp. So what's the next slide, Michelle? Can you pick it?
Yeah. So going back to, again, what are the best-selling items on OfferUp? It would be essentials, playtime items, and apparel for kids and babies. In addition to that, we have also noticed that the report says the video game searches have shot up. So anything related to video games, anything related to things you could do at home would definitely help boost your sales if you have any old games you want to sell. So those are the key categories.
These are the key categories. But again, so this is talking about baby and kids categories because OfferUp did do a study on that. And so for them, essentials are huge. Parents don't want to leave their house to buy items for their children who knows, baby milk, soap, shampoo. Again, parents are most concerned and anxious about entertaining their children at this time. And kids are growing out of their clothes because they grow like weeds, right? So apparel is also a big one. What's your next slide?
I think that's about it. We just want to give a quick overview.
Did we review this one?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So we just want to give a quick overview. Good morning or good afternoon, Marita, Fit Girl. Do you guys have any questions on OfferUp? There's a little question button on the bottom. We went through the items to sell during the pandemic. We went through the items that we've sold last year. We went through whether it's better to ship or do a local pickup. And then we went through the shipping costs and what items are popular during the pandemic. And one last thing is, especially now, if there is a stay-at-home order or if you're required to wear a mask, we have a little strategy on how to do local pickup. Do you want to go through that?
No, because I have no idea what you're going to say.
So basically, we would try our best to do electronic payment with the buyer. And if they don't have Venmo or PayPal, we tell them to leave the cash in a Ziploc bag. And when we do the exchange, we would, always meet the person in public and always follow up. If you have an appointment with them, always follow up right before you meet with them. And OfferUp, actually, they advise to meet at a police station or somewhere, a post office or somewhere really public.
So we just meet at a public park where there's a lot of traffic and it's very open, so we feel safe to meet there.
Yeah, and so as soon as we set up a time, we meet with the buyer. We would tell the buyer to leave the money in the Ziploc bag and leave it on, usually there's a table, there's an area where we ask them to leave the money, and then we would go there, leave the item there, and we would grab the Ziploc bag with the money and then call it a transaction.
Yeah, so are there any questions about OfferUp? any questions at all, we're happy to address them. We're also going to be doing a webinar next Saturday, giving a lot more details about the platform, and you'll need to register for it. You can look for information on our Instagram account. We'll be publishing some information on that, but don't miss out on this opportunity because, like we said, it was our second highest selling platform, and people now, parents especially, want to use local services like OfferUp to buy their products to give back to the local economies and the local communities. So that's
next Saturday would be May 16th, and actually, I'm sorry, next Saturday would be May 9th. May 9th, and we'll talk a little bit more about the platform if you guys are interested.
Yep. So thanks for joining us today. We hope you have a wonderful Sunday, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.